It's Mr. Cobra. Today we're going to be watching some more Dr. Phil, and I hope you enjoy the video. That's about it. Alright.
Of a very brave young woman posting about her daily struggles with something called Tourette syndrome. Now, I started following her and thought she would make such a great teaching tool at many different levels. Baylen was once an athlete who was active in swimming and basketball. She graduated high school with a 4.2 GPA and began to attend college last year to chase her dream of becoming a nurse. But this is Baylen now.
Yeah, you fat slob. Tiny little. Sorry, babe. Your daughter's annoying. Why don't you Hello. Dana wins. Dana wins. You're done. You're done.
Now, Baylen's parents, Julie and Alan, say once the pandemic hit, Baylen drastically transformed from an independent young woman to needing care almost like a toddler. Julie and Alan learned that Baylen had an aggressive form of Tourette syndrome, which rapidly progressed during her time at home in quarantine. A few months ago, Baylen bravely posted videos of her disorder, which quickly resulted in 3 million followers. But the journey to TikTok fame hasn't been easy on Baylen, and it certainly hasn't been easy.
I do TikTok or not, because I tried TikTok and some of my videos, most of my videos just flunked. If you think I should do TikTok, leave a comment saying I should do TikTok. So I can do any other social media platforms. Just let me know in the comments.
Baylen was about 7 years old when we first noticed a tic. She had this odd neck movement. Around 16, Baylen started having more tics.
She would have odd noises or squeaks.
Once COVID hit, tics were coming a lot faster and more aggressively.
I could hear her from the other room, either tapping or screeching, or she would just yell out a random word.
Yeah, you fat slob.
By the time we got her into the doctor, there were multiple movements. An arm flail followed by a neck, followed by kicking herself.
Baylen had a combination of Tourette's and OCD. Tourette's causes Baylen to do uncontrollable things, even simple things. Eating a sandwich, she eats half the sandwich, wears part of the sandwich, and throws part of the sandwich.
You're done. You're done.
Coffee mugs. She would bang this off your head 3 times. But if it broke the second one, she would still hit you with the broken one the 3rd time.
There was a knife that one of the kids had left out, and I came down the stairs and saw her doing one of these, and she had to do it 3 times.
She can't have this. She can't even have this. I don't want to have her hit herself in the throat, but even more too, I also don't want to be stabbed in the neck. Cutting boards, the wood one. We don't.
Hell no. That's the last place I want to die. Being killed by my own kid. It's the last place I want to die. Oh, heck no.
Leave that out either, because you don't want her to. She'll pick it up and bang it on her head like a lunch tray.
It's no different than the safety you'd have for a toddler.
The hardest part about Tourette's is when we go out in public, people will be like, you gotta be kidding me. What's wrong with you? Are you on drugs?
Around November of last year, Baylen decided to do TikTok so that the world could better understand the life that she's living.
My body's obviously been ticking all day.
There's 3 point whatever million people following her on TikTok that want to hear her story. But once the camera does stop rolling, she's still in my living room struggling with it every day.
Well, it's good to meet you both.
You too.
How do you guys feel about Baylen going this public about everything that's happening with her? I know it's been part of her life from a very early age, but now it's certainly amplified and she's going really public with it.
I think we have mixed feelings. A part of it is once you put yourself out there, you can never take it back.
I'm a little more of the concern about, obviously, once you hit send, there's good, there's bad, but there's also evil.
You can't unring that bell.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about the trolls and that sort of thing while we're here today, because I want to put that into a context. But there was a time when this was much less prominent in her life and didn't really affect her activities of daily living and her pursuit of her goals and dreams, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
And do you think it was the pandemic and her having so much time with her thoughts and alone and all that really triggered this to the next level, or do you think it was something else?
I think it was a combination of a lot of it, because now as you're home and it's COVID, there's no more school. As a parent, you notice your kid doing these behaviors, and it's to the point now where those screeches become more frequent.
Right. Just from the standpoint of a parent watching something that you can't really do anything about, how does this affect?
Really limited on what you can and can't do. I mean, if, you try to prevent it by putting, like, plastic, I guess that could work, but it could still backfire. It could still hurt someone. I feel bad, honestly. I don't know what to do. Better yet, what I should do. Honestly, I actually came up with a solution. I'll probably put, like, foam around the house. That way she can't, like, no knives, no metal, no any of that.
Well, our relationship is really strong, so we're kind of on the same platform with everything. She has made our lives and our family stronger.
Absolutely.
It's her journey to set forward, obviously, but in terms of us in the family, we're more in like protective mode and just making sure that we're all taking care of Baylen. And with that comes some consequences to some other children, but we know.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there how many children total?
There's six total.
Right. And she does absorb a lot of resources, a lot of time.
Absolutely. Because it was so abrupt, so quick, it was kind of like, oh, now everyone's got to be on the back burner because we have got to address what's happening with Baylen. We've got to get to this doctor. We've got to go here. It just became almost like a medical emergency.
Right. And lifestyle-wise as well, because there's OCD involved here, which is often comorbid with Tourette's. And you've said, for example, because of that element, if she was driving a car and even had a fender bender with someone, she has to do things in threes right now.
Yes,
so
sir.
she might well back up and hit them twice more.
Yes, sir.
With a serious OCD, it's an irresistible impulse. It's like it's so strong within her that she couldn't resist it if her life depended on it. It is an irresistible impulse, and you recognize that, where if she like rear-ended somebody, she might have the irresistible impulse to back up and hit him again and back up and hit him again.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't not do that. And you're concerned about that.
Absolutely.
Oh, highly concerned. I mean, when she smashes her head, her phone off her head, she has to do it 2 more times. So to sit there and watch her do that, it's painful. It's really painful. So we've come up with different techniques and mechanisms. We put our hand in front of her, or she'll say, you need to just put your hand in front of me right now so I can do it, and I'll smash. There's parts that are, but there's parts that are really fun too. Like, she's starting to have fun with all of it, because I think that she knows that this is what she has right now. And even though
she lets
the
go.
trajectory of her life is, the goal is to seek as much treatment as possible, get as much help for her as possible, that one moment at a time, one day at a time, 1 second at a time for her.
Yeah. And it's not all dismal future-wise.
I mean, if I had Tourette's, I'm not that creative. I don't think I would be able to, like, find something that I could do. Like, at the point, like, what can you really do? You're, like, really limited. So I would probably be like, I don't know. I would probably be like a game developer or something. As long as it has a freaking, like, a back button, like a redo button, then yes, I probably could do that. But, yeah.
Coming up, Baylen says after going viral, some followers claimed she was faking it and just trying to get attention. So how did Baylen react to that?
Honestly, I don't know what I would do if I had Tourette's. Like, there would be so many things I would be limited on. It's crazy.
When I see my daughter ticking and hitting herself and screeching,
You're done!
it breaks my heart because there's nothing I can do as a dad to stop that, but I'm not quitting on my kid. There's no quit. You move forward and you make it better.
Well, Julie and Alan say their daughter Baylen suffers from Tourette syndrome, OCD, and depression, but copes by raising awareness on social media. Baylen says going viral has helped her gain confidence, although it still isn't easy.
My name is
You're done! You're done! Mm-hmm.
My name is Baylen. I suffer with Tourette syndrome.
Yeah!
I started showing myself on TikTok having Tourette's because other people were making me feel ashamed of who I was. When I went to go see my first neurologist, I was doing everything from hitting my foot off my head to throwing things to kicking. He pointed at me when my mom was crying and he goes, "Look at her. She can't work. Oof. She can't drive. She can't go to school. She can't do anything." It was very disheartening and heartbreaking. Even though my doctor said that to me, I got a job. It was really stressful. I actually had someone come in the store and refuse service from me because they didn't want to catch my condition. I actually had a mental breakdown at work one day because no one else is helping me, no one's sticking up for me. I'm just left up here with hundreds of people who just are making fun of me. Then I was in a store one day and a girl took videos of me. I left the store that day in tears and I was like, where are those videos going?
Yeah.
I decided it was time for me to take my power back and not let people take advantage of who I am. This is a disability and it's not a joke. People have accused me of faking Tourette's, but I've never heard one person say they want to live this way. I'm 19 years old and I can't go to concerts. I wasn't able to go to my senior prom. I can't go out to dinner. I can't drive, but I have an amazing boyfriend. I'm living with my best friend next year. I'm in college and I still plan on becoming a nurse. Just because I have Tourette's does not mean that I have to be trapped and kept away from society. Oof.
Well, Baylen, it's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you too. Hi.
So,
You're bald.
how do you feel about being here today?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to show people how I live and that it's real. I live like this every day. You. And then I'm here to spread awareness about what I deal with.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited.
What made the decision, what helped you make the decision to go public with what you live with every day?
I was tired of hiding who I was. It's time to show people the real me, who I am.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing I gotta worry about is other people. Imagine you say the wrong thing to the wrong person and they just dome you in the head. Like,
Do you still worry when you go out in public, like now, for example, that people judge you?
Yeah.
What do you think people think?
That I'm crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, Lydia, if I had Tourette syndrome too, I would be thinking the exact same way. I'm not gonna lie. I would think people think I would be crazy. I think people think I'm crazy right now. As of recording this, it's crazy. That's what I think whenever I think other people are thinking about
Are
me.
you?
No. No.
Has anybody ever,
Sometimes.
has anybody ever asked you that straight up?
They've told me before that you'd be a lot prettier if you weren't crazy. Oof, you're bald. Sorry.
But you say I'm bald?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that last week, actually.
She tells me every day.
Yeah, you're bald, you're bald, you're bald, you're bald. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. What is the most empowering thing about being on the internet and putting this out there for people to see? What's the most empowering thing about that?
The comments I get.
Imagine this, you're just casually making a video about your life, and then you get troll comments like, I mean, this happens to a lot of YouTubers and a lot of things like that, but it would hurt even more if I knew they were true. Like, I'm not saying that the things that they're saying are true, but if some of the things like they say, like, oh, you're crazy, and then it gets into your mind and you have to deal with all that, it's like, that's why I don't post about like my life or anything like that, because you post about your life and people will judge you. They'll say the honest thing and most nasty and most honest thing possible. Like, it's crazy. Alright, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Alright, see ya. Have a great day.